creatures of the internet, and welcome to Little Things. This is a little game that I actually stumbled upon on itch.io. It was made less than a year ago, like 9 months ago, 8 months ago, around there. And there's not a lot on the actual game page, but the art looks kind of cool. I really like the style. I like the colors used, and the name is intriguing. It's just called Little Things. The only thing in this description for the game is this is a short, essentially demo slash prototype for a larger project. So I'm really excited to kind of see what this is about. I thought it might be worth recording. As always, there'll be a link to it in the description below if you want to play it. Highly recommend it. Spread that love for those devs. Try to get their names out there because you never know what's going to come out. Start. Everything feels so suffocating. All of the loud, annoying opinions people are always whispering just out of earshot. Buzzing, annoying voices, loud, mindless static, cold, horrible stares of judgmental people. Everyone who thinks themselves better. Why can't all of them leave you alone? Just look away. You wake up suddenly, bright sunlight assaulting your eyes. A dream like that again? Oh my god, I love our piercings. Is this us? Oh, I love our design. What? The colors at play are so nice. This is getting so annoying. I guess making it all the way to morning is an improvement at least. Oh, we have sounds. Same old room, not a bad thing if you weren't here all the time. Not that anyone really would bother to make you leave if you could. The warm light trickling through the large, taunting sliding door to the balcony is almost comforting. Maybe going to the park might do you some good. Looking at the door makes your head spin and your hands ball up to pain spiking across your palms. Staring at the door hurts your head. Thinking about it is really painful. It's suffocating to look. You feel sick to your stomach. You try to turn away, but your feet won't move. Just take a step back. You need to breathe. You look down at your palms, seeing the red marks from your nails. Taking a long, deep breath, you turn your head away and look back to the rest of your room. You shake your head, trying to snap yourself out of it. You should focus on something else, like your classes. You move back from the door and go to your beanbag sat in the middle of the room. The device sat in front of you opens a screen flashing open on the top of the device. You stare at the glowing screen as you navigate to your classes, online discussion boards, scanning for any sign of more work assigned, catching a glimpse of a student asking about another. They say they're missing and haven't been coming to classes. Couldn't be you. No one paid that much attention to you. Positive attention, at least. That's enough of that. You'll just have to find something else to do today. You don't want to think about college. You run through what you could do. It's the same thing as every day for a month. Classwork, games, maybe tinker or program. You could just endlessly scroll through a site. That idea doesn't really sound appealing, but for some reason it's the idea that you gravitate to. You stand, grabbing your phone from the dresser, letting the small screen light up. You walk back and forth in your room, thinking while looking at the small screen. What do you check? Ooh, okay. So we have choices. Okay, so far, I really do enjoy the art. I like the actual style in the art itself. It still feels slightly unfinished, I'm not gonna lie, and you've obviously got some English errors, but again, this is supposed to be like a little demo prototype, so I can excuse that when the game dev specifically says, hey, this isn't the finished product, this is kind of throwing an idea out into the wind. I love the colors. I love the character design that we're seeing, even though it does feel slightly unfinished. And I like the fact that we already have an option. Downlogger. You log into Downlogger and scroll through posts to see what people are talking about. There's some dude defending himself saying it's not his fault that he didn't know caterpillars are real. Someone is advertising hedgehog-shaped hairbrushes. That's cute. You might buy one if you could go out. There's a news article about a local experimental research lab having been broken into and there being millions of dollars of damage. Good as far as you're concerned. Scrolling a little further, you catch the sight of a topless photo of a guy suddenly. Oh. That's probably not something you should be looking at. That's enough scrolling today. How old are we? You feel a sudden sharp pain in your leg that stops your walking. Your knee buckles and you hit the ground suddenly. Fuck. You move yourself over to a sitting position and start tugging up your pant leg. The nerves in your leg burn for a moment before the pain fades, your prosthetic having locked up from the sudden pain. You check the band around the skin that's supposed to keep it from chafing and protect the insides of the prosthetic. There doesn't seem to be any damage. Why does this keep happening? There's one possibility that comes to your mind every time. Late stage rejection. Last time you went to a doctor, they told you that it shouldn't be possible at this stage. But what other reason? You guess since it's a pre-market type prosthetic, it could just have a malfunction. The pain you get from it makes it hard to go outside on top of other things. So I'm guessing we live in like a sci-fi slash slightly dystopian future where tech's a little more evolved because we have like this really cool prosthetic. We have that computer that look really new, but we still have things like cell phones. The actual like look of our character looks pretty normal. You slowly roll down your pants leg and get up onto your knees. You should check your implant just to make sure there's no problems. Wouldn't want anyone to see my face messed up. Looks fine. You're glad that nothing looks amiss today. Man, you really hate looking at your face. You're glad no one else can see you like this. You look pretty terrible. Oh, so maybe we're not human. Or maybe we're severely damaged. Oh no. You should look for something else to do. What was that? Oh, I like these shots. The action shots, the drawing. Oh my god, I love this art. That's your door. Why would someone be at your door? Raid? The door opens slightly, and quickly you step forward, putting a hand on the door, keeping it from swinging open all the way. Your voice squeaking in your throat, you don't manage to say anything as your heart rate picks up. You look down through the cracks in the door to see your older brother. Your heartbeat calms down a little. I wanted to come check on you to see if you're okay. He doesn't try to push the door any further open. He's letting you decide the boundary. Your fist tightens a little, and you keep your hand on the door. Yeah, I'm good. Do you think you might want to go anywhere today? He always asks this, like he's trying to give you a chance to decide against your head. Nah, I have schoolwork. Excuses, excuses. Okay, but if you would like to go out, there's keys by the door. He passes a plastic container to you. It's breakfast. He knows you don't want to leave your room unless necessary. He starts to move away from the door before stopping and moving back for a moment. Hey, would it be fine for my boyfriend to come over? I want you two to meet. Your chest tightens again and you're sure you can feel the beat in your head. I'll be busy all day, so I don't think I'll have time. Lies. That's alright, we can try another time. You don't know why he puts up with you still. He pats your arm and steps away, pulling the door closed. He's too good, as always. Your stomach lurches as you glance around the room. This is the worst. You are the worst. You heave loudly and cover your mouth. You stumble forward. You can't go out into the hall right now. Your brother will still be home. You have an idea walking to the sliding balcony door. Your hands shake as you struggle to pull it open. The door gives finally, and you step out into the balcony. Cold air hits your face. You take a deep breath, then fold over, stumbling to a dirt-filled flower pot, retching. Gross. Slowly, you stand up looking around. Slowly. This is fine. You're still just in your room, basically. An outside part of it. It's nice to be able to breathe out here. You grab the balcony railing with shaking hands, breathing sharply. You can hear a few people pass or talk in the alleyway below, but other than that, it's pretty quiet. You are still alone. You feel tired from everything. You slowly move back to the door. You glance back, taking another slow, deep breath. Kind of want to take a nap. You can eat later and work on your college work while eating. That sounds good. Maybe you can try harder tomorrow to knock yourself out of this routine. There's always just another tomorrow. Oh, okay. All right. So that was like the prequel into a story. I'm going to check out the actual devs page right now. The dev's name is Ed Nebula. I like that concept. I want more explanation as to like what the universe is, because obviously you had like weird prosthetic things happening. You had the computer looked very futuristic. They have one more game, but I don't think it's connected. I think it's another standalone game, but it looks good. I mean, honestly, this is a promising dev. Like, they obviously have some talent. I'm gonna drop them a follow, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for what will be coming out from them, because this was really cool. I mentioned before, this is a prototype. This is like an unfinished kind of like prequel into a game. It's someone playing around, probably with the engine itself. I really did like the art that was done. Some of it did look a little rougher. It looked a little unfinished, but the color palette, the actual character design, and the way that you were showing off like certain glitches and other things was actually really clever. The emotion was really well portrayed, and so was the movement for a lot of that stuff, which can be really hard to nail. And we were dealing with some English, but it was easy enough to understand what the actual dev wanted us to be reading, so I fixed it as I was reading it. I want to read more, damn it. I want to see what happens. I want to see this boy get better. I want to see him be happy. Oh, I highly recommend you guys download this game, play this game, review this game, send the dev some love. I would love to see this be a continued series. This was published like 8 months ago, so it's still, I mean, it's been less than a year. You've got like COVID and other stuff going on. Please do the things. I want to see what happens. But that was Little Things. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. It'd mean the world to me. Till next time, friends. Goodbye. Scrolling a little further, you catch the sight of a topless photo of a guy suddenly.